We're now in to the final third of Season 7, but how much longer will Isaak last when he's got two hitmen chasing him down? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, here to review Dexter, Season 7, Episode 9. This one was called Helter, Skelter, and for a minute I thought it was called Helter Spelter, but I forgot he's well dead. Dexter took care of him about 5 episodes ago.
Yes, and it was a line delivered by Isaak in the episode. I like Isaak, right? And you know what? I'm not really that impressed what they've done with the Koshka brotherhood. They kind of just went out with a whimper, didn't they?
Aye, very disappointed. We'll talk more. Well, we'll talk about the Koshka brotherhood this episode, and then of course the next episode as well. However, when this first aired, it was 2.12 million people watched this. So the Dexter ratings are consistently around the 2 million mark.
Yep, Showtime is never the most popular network out there, but it's probably it easily would be the highest viewed Showtime show, wouldn't it?
I think it was.
I'd say so.
I can't think of anything on Showtime that was higher than Dexter, and yeah. So not quite doing Walking Dead numbers, but if you compare it to current day Walking Dead, then it would fucking blow it away. So aye.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. It's like when I guarantee you when Dexter Resurrection comes out, I don't know how they're going to be able to view the viewership on Paramount Plus, but we've seen actually with Original Sin. It's not like The Walking Dead where their peak was 18 million, but now they do like 200,000. Dexter's not going to see a decline like that.
No.
There's actual demand for Dexter Resurrection. A lot of people are hyped for that. As for The Walking Dead, well, again, I mean, you could argue the higher the number, then obviously the harder the fall, but at the same time, man, I just looking on social media and looking on like Instagram and TikTok, there's more demand for Dexter Resurrection than there ever has been for a Walking Dead spin-off. Maybe apart from Rick. But even then, they knew that was a one-season job. So it's very interesting nonetheless. But yeah, Helter Skelter, Isaak, au revoir, my friend. But I liked his arc.
Yeah, we might actually do a bit more. Might do a bit more research into the ratings for Original Sin, because I'd be interested in knowing
We definitely made a fid, and it was something to do with our highest rating in like a decade.
Yeah, apparently Original Sin became Showtime's most streamed premiere.
Aye, that was it.
With over 2.1 million global cross-platform viewers. Not quite sure what they got for the live episode though airing, but here, we'll talk more about that on another day. It's time for Helter Skelter. So, Isaak, he learns that there's two hitmen that are onto him. George has hired these two guys.
One black, one white.
Jurg tells him it's Oleg Mimic and Benjamin Caffrey. Now, Isaak knows these two guys are killers. He knows that they are serious hitmen, and he knows that their abilities are good because he's hired them before. So he's used them before. He calls up Oleg, and after like 10 seconds of chit-chat, Oleg's like, I've already accepted the deal. And Isaac's like, well.
It was kind of funny, wasn't it? It was like a lot.
Goodbye then.
It kind of reminded me of when Doug said to Dexter, why don't we go outside and get some air? And Dexter's like, he's like, well, that's a camera. Put the phone down, it's all over for you, Isaak, sadly. These guys are coming for your ass. Yeah. You might like that, though, I don't know.
Yeah, Dexter then comes home and, he's got Isaak. Isaac's there. He walks in and he's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And Isaak reveals that Hannah Mackay is now in the custody of Jurg. And if Dexter wants to see her again, he's going to need to help him. He's going to need to take out these two hitmen, because these two hitmen are coming after Isaak. Dexter wants to know what's in it for him. And Isaak basically says, here, kill these two guys, protect my life, save me, and I will forgive what you did. Or maybe not forgive, but, I'll wipe the slate clean. I will not kill you for what you did to Victor.
Dexter is the best in the business, right, as we know it, killing people, but did this not come across a bit pathetic for Isaak? This guy who can more than handle himself, man. He went into that Colombian bar, dropped him, man, like 3-on-1, and here he is at Dexter's fucking front door, basically begging for protection.
Yeah, why didn't him and York just take care of him?
Yeah, I just don't really get this. It's like, the only way it would have made sense for me is if he was doing it so he could, like, try and kill Dexter. Get Dexter's guard down or something, but it doesn't make much sense to me.
Yeah, he explains what kind of killers they are. Caffrey prefers to kill up close with knives. And Mimic is he prefers high powered rifles. So he's gonna snipe you from distance. And then Dexter takes out Mimic first. Takes her like a shooting range. Mimic's like practicing his sniper rifle shooting, I guess, and then Dexter just hops over the barricade and knifes him.
Yeah, I mean, this didn't even get picked up by the department, did it?
No, I mean, you see all these accurate shots from Mimic, and then the next shot is kind of veers off, and then it's because Dexter stabbed him through the back. Right out in broad daylight.
Again, a lot of hype going into these hitmen for Dexter just to fucking kill him within a click of a finger, and that's it. He just walks off.
I suppose it's easy to be killed though if someone's coming for you and you don't know they're coming. You know what I mean? Like if you.
Yeah, you know what though? That's what I think.
It's good. See,
that's what I think's overrated about hitmen. Like, yeah, to me the art's getting away with it, not actually doing it.
Yeah, like, but I'd say most hitmen when they kill someone, their victim doesn't know that they've got a hitman on them.
Yeah, like to me, the impressive thing about Dexter isn't him doing the killings. For me, it's how quickly he can find stuff out and track people down. Because I mean, let's be real. Like literally every victim he takes on, more or less, 99%, he injects them, knocks them out, and he has them on the table. Now, he's more than capable of fucking battering people. We've seen it on more than one occasion, but. For me, the impressive thing about Dexter is actually the process of bringing someone down, not the actual killing of them. And I think the same goes for a lot of it.
Oh, you said why it's pathetic him asking Dexter. I mean, I guess that makes sense then why he's asking Dexter to do it, because it gives Dexter the element of surprise.
It does, but
these two guys are expecting to look for Isaak. They're not expecting some guy called Dexter.
Dexter killed Victor. Here he is asking the guy that killed his boyfriend for help to help him against two guys when we clearly know that I mean, would Isaak potentially have lost his life taking these two on? Yes.
Well, Isaak,
but as we see him later on in the episode, he's almost got nothing to live for. So,
well, he did think that him and Dexter could have been friends in a different life. So who knows?
Yeah, they could have been friends in a different life, but this is the life they've been given, and it's the life I'm going to take. And he took Oleg's life on to the next one.
Yep, Caffrey is up next, but before we get to him, we have some scenes with Jorg and Hannah. He's feeding her cornflakes for breakfast, for dinner, for lunch. We also see him playing Gran Turismo, I believe, in the background on the PlayStation or something like that. And apparently he's not a fan of American dramas either, because he says none of that American reality shit.
Turn it off. You've got to put TV on from the old country, huh?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Jorg's not going to be around much longer because he makes a mistake of letting Hannah cook dinner, and that's something that you do not do. But then again, they don't know that. They just think she's some dumb blonde that Dexter's, I don't know, sleeping with. They don't know that this is a fucking serial killer that poisons people, so... Also, yeah, that totally works, but at the same time, do you normally give your, hostage free will to go and bake stuff and use utensils in the kitchen that could be used as deadly weapons? Probably not. Ah, well, we didn't see any deadly weapons, did we? Well, I mean, normally when you cook stuff, you're using knives, you're using big metal objects. Maybe she had plastic ones. Maybe it was safety scissors, I don't know, but I'll tell you what, Jorg, he puts up a good fight. It was a good wee fight scene. Yeah, but then he gets battered with this big lamp or something, he just dies. Yeah, and then that's him. Now, I don't know if it was actual blow that killed him or whether it was the food or not. I don't even know what it was. I think it was probably got poisoned. Because the coughing, I don't know. The whole point of her is she specialises in this sort of stuff. I don't think she could have made something that just made them cough and then that caused a distraction. Likelihood is he was going to die here regardless of a fight for Hannah. Yeah, but then again, can she really make poison? I suppose it was her. Was it her? No, it wasn't her place. So I don't know. How would she have the poison on her? Would she be able to make poison out of random food? She's very knowledgeable, I guess. I don't know. I think it might have been the blow that killed him. But anyway, Jorg's dead. She did get stabbed a few times though, so sucks for her. Deborah, a lot of blood, manages to find the place and I guess saves her life. But Jorg is definitely dead. Right, then we see Caffrey. He keeps following Dexter. Well, first of all, he meets up with George, and he's worried that his buddy could be dead. George thinks that maybe Isaak got to Mimic before Mimic got to Isaak, and he tells Caffrey that, here, maybe you should go after Dexter Morgan because that's who Isaac's hunting down. So if you can find Dexter, then you can find Isaak. But don't worry, because Dexter's already chasing down Isaak, or chasing down Caffrey. But Dexter knows, here, I should just let this guy come to me and then I can take him out. And that's exactly what happens. Dexter leads Caffrey onto a boat. Caffrey's coming after him. Big blade, big knife in hand. Dexter's trapped at the end of the boat, but we've got Isaak up in the top deck, and he just turned. It's his sweetheart.
He did say sweetheart, but you know what? Isaac's nothing more than a man of his word, isn't he, man? He said exactly what he said.
He's a strong homosexual man.
He's a strong homosexual, brother. Him and Dexter kind of say like the quickest goodbye ever. He goes to the back of the boat. We find a beat up George. How did George get beat up? Well, earlier in the episode, he slept with Nadia. Quinn wasn't too happy with this and punched George. Right? I don't give a shit what way you spin it, right? Is Nadia not partially to blame here as well? Oh, but if she doesn't sleep with him, then she's going to get her thing revoked and she's going to get sent to Dubai and all this shit. See, Quinn, I think they're fucking...
She's a whore!
I think they're butchering the guy. He's sitting there like the biggest cuck on the planet with this George guy bragging in front. Here, I slept with your stripper girlfriend. I mean, stripper girlfriend.
In fact, she's a stripper in the first place.
Yes, exactly, right.
Very questionable.
Like, yeah, this is just a fucking disaster all around, man. This is going nowhere. This relationship between Quinn and Nadia. Quinn, I mean, it's not quite as bad as season 6, right, where he was completely off the rails, but you notice the way, like, George is made out as, like, an evil fucking bastard here? Nadia didn't have to sleep with George.
I could have accepted the consequences, I guess, but didn't do that. Anyway, George...
Also, she fucking, I mean, tit suit, stripping in front of, like half of Miami. And Quinn wants to take that home. He needs to fucking reel it in.
Yep, so George shoots Isaak. Isaac's down. Dexter tries to help him. But Isaac's...
There's one thing you can do, Dexter, my sweetheart.
Yeah, Isaak knows that the bullet's lodged in there. Apparently it didn't come out the other side, so...
I can't go to the hospital, Dexter. I'm wanted on 4 continents.
Yes, right, we also got some... fire scene. There was some weird new arson investigator, Phil Boso.
Is it him doing the kill?
Yeah, we've seen an elevator.
We see an elevator
crime scene where it was like...
Someone likes to stand and watch them getting fried. Look, they keep writing Bobby on the walls. There was a few scenes, I mean, it makes this guy look like he's the guilty one. Will he be? We'll have to wait and see, but... It feels very fucking late to introduce a new killer across the numerous episodes in this season, but it's almost like we went, well, we're kind of going one route with the Koshkas. You've got this going on here, this fire thing that's not really that interesting, but I get it, we are following Miami PD. We need people do kill on the regular. As much as you'd want a world where not everyone kills each other, it does happen. And then you've got obviously the Koshka Brotherhood, you've got the Hannah Dexter stuff, but also what you've got is Maria. She's going to Thomas Matthews. Thomas Matthews, guys. What a character.
Yeah.
Not utilised enough, in my opinion.
She wants help because she doesn't think that Dolks is the Bay Harbour butcher, but he isn't interested because obviously she fucked him over. She says, but look, I think you could really help me here, and I'm convinced that we can still find the butcher, but... he tells Maria that you're not getting any help from me. The only help you're going to get from me is a lift back to Cuba.
You think it's me, Maria? I got a hernia operation back then. I couldn't even stand up after taking a shit.
Let alone lift bodies, but...
yeah, I don't think she thought it was him. I think she just wanted him to help, but...
We see later on in the episode, he's like, you know what, if you get me reinstated, get my pension... I'll tell you a few things about the guys on the list.
Which seems fair, because he was 8 months away for, what, a 40-year pension?
So what did he get then? Maybe he got half it or something?
Fuck all, apparently, no? Oh, I don't know.
No, he's definitely got some form of deal.
You can understand why he's pissed off with Maria, like...
No fucking wonder, but yeah. I guess it's a tit for tat kind of thing here. Help each other. Dexter takes the slice of life out to the middle of the sea where he killed Big Victor. And this is where Isaak says his final goodbye. He gives a kind of monologue. I mean, he had some pretty good lines, did Big Isaak. You know, Helter, Skelter earlier on. Dexter also was on the phone to Hannah here, and he said something. And you've got Isaac's like, "Oh, Dexter, you've got such a way with words." And he kind of goes on this monologue about his love for Big Victor swimming at the bottom of the ocean. Then he dies, and Dexter looks over, and his eyes are open, just looking out at the sea. I can't help but feel, folks, they've done Victor dirty, because you're looking at
Isaac.
I will. Well, Victor and Isaac, right? They come as a package, apparently. I can't
I
help
didn't
but feel.
feel alive till I met Fitter.
Yeah. They've done Isaac dirty, right? And I'm not talking. Honestly, I don't care about him being gay. I think he was a pretty good character, right? But this season starts off with the Koshka brotherhood. They feel massive. Holy shit! They've killed Mike Anderson. All this stuff that comes with it. Oh, he's pitted against Dexter, right? Just for him to get shot by George, right? And then bleed out on the slice of life, like 4 episodes for the end of the season. It promised so much more. And when you look at guys like the fucking Skinner, who lasted a season, when you look at guys like Lewis Green, who carries across 2 seasons, it makes you fucking wonder how Isaac only lasted a couple of episodes, really. I mean, look at it. Like, he killed Victor, Dexter, right? He also sent Isaac to jail. And it's like, this is the conclusion to the arc. I can't believe it. I mean, I wouldn't say this is bad, but it just feels so underwhelming.
Must have something else in store then, and planned for the remaining couple of episodes. But it's not going to be Isaac. He's gone. That's it. Dexter then lies down with Hannah, and he says that all I know is when I'm with you, I feel safe. So, it looks like Dexter's finally got someone he can confide in.
Look at shit he feels safe with. He should fucking feel safe by himself. He's a killer. He's a stone cold killer, pal.
Aye, anyway, that was it. Bye-bye, Isaac. Bye-bye, Jörg. Anyone else dead? Can't really remember. Can't recall.
Obviously, everybody that died due to the arsonist killings, which was a few people.
Oh, and the 2 hitmen as well.
The 2 hitmen. Well, of course, the 2 hitmen. Who could forget about them? A lot of deaths, but I feel like it's like a transition episode into it. It's like things are going from the Koshka brotherhood kind of over to the investigation into Dexter and a new arsonist killer. So, yeah, I'll get a 7 out of 10, but I can't help but feel when we look back at Dexter and we do ranking lists, Isaac should have got a better arc.
Possibly. I'll get an 8. I like Isaac. Sad to see him go. Wish he'd have stuck around longer. I think he could have lasted longer, certainly. But it's almost like they decided to turn Isaac from the antagonist almost into like a protagonist, and that's probably the reason why he didn't last the end of season 7.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Because he's not like the main bad villain when you think about it, even though when he's first introduced, you certainly would think that...
No, but if you think of it, it's almost like once we find out that he's gay and Dexter finds out that he's gay, that's the switch from antagonist to protagonist. Now, you can say what you will with that, like, but I guess we knew as a few.
Bit similar to Meat Parcel, no? You think he's the main villain then? It's actually not.
Well, Meat Parcel wasn't gay, was he?
No. Anyway, guys, he was locked in the freezer. Isaac was locked in the closet. So, yeah, 7.5 out of 10. Until next time. Peace.